What's up troops, Marley13 here, and in the comments of the last video this person suggested that I talk about everyone's favourite group of people, Goths. Well, either they're just disgusted by Goths hanging around McDonalds or they want me to discuss them, but either way I'm going to discuss them because I'm a Belgian and I kind of do what I want sometimes. Now I'm sure you all know what Goths are, right? I'm not going to start this video like, well, Goths are these people who wear black clothes and stuff, and I don't just want to start fucking slating Goths because it's been done to death, which is quite ironic. I'm just going to pose to you some deep questions and theories I have about Goths for you to then extrapolate in the comments. That's a big word. Such as, it must be a fucking nightmare to be a goth in the summer, eh? Well, it might be a bit of a nightmare to be a goth, period, but in all those black clothes, it must get fucking roasting. Well, no in Scotland anyway, you don't have to worry about that, but I guess it'd be easier to be a goth down at the South Pole, just chilling out with the penguins. They even look the same, you'd fit right in. But being a, I don't know, an Australian goth would take some dedication, I think. You ever seen a goth at the beach? You ever seen a goth eating an ice cream? Have you ever seen a goth on a surfboard? I just googled goth on a surfboard and it didn't even automatically search. That's how you know you're searching for some mad shit. I did find this coffin surfboard though, so any goths who are looking to shred some waves, dude, there you are. Also, I wonder if there's a certain age where you just can't be a goth anymore. Like, I've never seen a 40-year-old goth either. I mean, the age-old arch-enemy of the goth, the Neds and the Chavs, you can get 40-year-old Neds, but you can't get a wee old granny goth. Imagine a wee granny goth cutting about with a spike collar on. Granny goth doesn't want to go see the grandkids, no the other way about. Right mum, I'll be home late after work tomorrow, will you watch the kids after school for me? Well, I'll fuck. I'm sure every one of you listening to this has had at least one mate go through the whole goth phase, and if you didn't, you probably went through it yourself, right? One pal who just turned up to school one day with hundreds of fucking piercings on their face, big fuck off platform shoes maybe, listening to a heavy metal band they've never spoke to you about in their life, and then when you ask them what they're playing it, they'll just be like, this is my life now, and if you can't accept that, well, we can't be friends anymore. We all go through some weird phases though. I've told you about the time I was a skateboarding prodigy, so I was skimming around the edges of being a goth, kinda. I suppose I don't really see what's wrong with being a goth. I mean, do what makes you happy. Well, I think folk just get annoyed at goths because they're a bit different, a bit out there, and the fact they block busy street corners. I had to mention this at some point, right? For those outside of Glasgow, for those outside of Scotland, there's a popular goth watering hole club, whatever, called the Cat House, and literally every weekend there'll be a mass goth gathering at this place unofficially called the Four Corners. What do you even call lots of goths in the same area at once? A school of goths? A misery of goths? Anyway, there's a misery of goths that fucking block McDonalds off there late at night, and honestly, I've walked through there and genuinely felt for my life. I mean, I've walked past huge groups of Neds and felt safer. I even got fucking semi-lost there as I walked out of McDonald's one time mad with it, like I was sucked into a gothic black hole. Folk looking at me as if I'd just shat in their Dr. Martens because my earlobes weren't a fucking wide enough diameter. Anyway, if you're a goth watching this video, don't take me too seriously, right? I'm just a prick taking cheap shots at you so folk like me more. Personally, I think Spice Boys are a lot worse, but we might get onto that in the future. Anyway, I'd appreciate if you leave a like on this video and let me know any other topics you want me to discuss. And please be nice to goths, you know, they're just people too. They're just looking to get along like the rest of us. So please don't mess with the goths, alright?